Bueno, buenas noches o buenos días o buenas tardes, dependiendo del lugar del mundo donde nos estén viendo, porque es una transmisión global. Tengo hoy el privilegio de poder hacer una entrevista con uno de los científicos y expertos en el tema de epigenética, biólogo molecular. Es el científico Bruce Lipton, autor del libro La biología de la creencia, que muchos de ustedes han estado en redes sociales comentando que lo han leído y que les cambió la vida. A mí también. De hecho, fue declarado mejor libro científico del 2006. Reclama una nueva medicina, una que tenga en cuenta la energía por su capacidad para curar, una que sea mucho más eficaz que los medicamentos. Y los estudios de Bruce, como él me ha pedido que le llame, sobre la membrana celular y las modificaciones de las células según el entorno, sentaron las bases de la nueva epigenética. De hecho, muchos le llaman el padre de la epigenética. Sus descubrimientos, que iban en contra de la opinión científica establecida de que la vida es controlada por los genes, y el estudio de la física cuántica, le han llevado a criticar duramente la medicina convencional. Así que quiero dar la bienvenida a Dr. Bruce Lipton. Welcome, Bruce. Thank you for allowing me to say Bruce, because for me, you have been for years Dr. Bruce H. Lipton. How are you today?
Hola, mi amigo. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm very happy because I know the audience you have is an audience of people that will seek their own power and take back power over their health and their life. And I hope I have something I can offer them to become more powerful.
Yes, Bruce. And you are in New Zealand, Nueva Zelanda, so you are calling from the future.
It's actually, it's Tuesday, and so I'm going to tell you it's beautiful. So tomorrow is going to be beautiful because I'm already here.
Nosotros estamos viviendo el lunes y tú estás viviendo el martes. You are already leaving Tuesday. We are here in Miami, leaving Monday night.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you because I know that what we see in the world looks kind of strange. It's a chaos. The world seems to be falling apart. And people are like afraid of falling apart. And I'm going, no. Science has recognized we are facing what is called the sixth mass extinction of life. 5 times life was growing and thriving on the planet, and then some event wiped out life. Like when the dinosaurs were here was the last time, and some event like a comet hit the Earth, and the whole life got essentially wiped out, up to 90%. We are now in the sixth mass extinction. And that means that we are facing our own extinction because we're destroying the environment. And we come from the environment. So if you destroy the environment, we destroy ourselves. And so the world has to change to survive. And what you're seeing is an old world view, which is causing the problem, is falling apart, and a new world is being created. And the new world has power for us as individuals because what we lost was the knowledge that we are creators. We are creating our lives. We are creating the planet that we live in. And that if we have responsibility, then we could create something really good. But most people think they're victims. And so they don't try too hard. But the reality is, no, we're not victims. We're very powerful. But you have to have your mind working right.
That's amazing. And when I read your book, The Biology of Belief, I changed literally the way that I perceived the world, and I became more powerful at being a leader. I want to ask you a personal question, because one day I was reading the Bible, and I read about Ismael, the character in the Bible. That's my name. And I read that Ismael in the Bible lived 137 years. And then I said, well, why not? I can live that long. So my question is Bruce thinking or imagining how long he will live?
Well, I'm not looking at an end, so that's real important. I just see the future. It's very important, not waiting for some later time to enjoy my life. You have to enjoy your life every day, because you don't get credit. If you don't enjoy it, you don't get your money back. So you better enjoy it every day. But I also know this, that our vision of aging, where we start to get old and then we fall apart and things don't work and then we die, that's not a normal way. And how long can we live? And the answer is, I have no idea, but for sure, more than 137 years easily. And the problem is, well, if we can live for so long, then how come we all die so young? And the answer is, because we're not living in harmony with the planet. Our biology is not in harmony. And when you're not in harmony, you're in disharmony. And disharmony in the body is recognized as disease. Mm. So what we have to learn is, we have been killing ourselves through our mind, not living in harmony, and we can change this. And there's no reason to get old and fall apart. So I'm looking forward to many, many, many more years. Right now I'm only 73, but I look forward to another good 20, 30, 40 years at least, because it's not my intention, it's not my desire, and it's not my behavior to fall apart.
That's great. That's awesome. What about immortality? I have been reading about a movement of people that believe that technology, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, and all these new areas of science will bring us to a point that we can be immortal. Is that a possibility in your mind?
Well, here's the interesting part. As a biologist, I didn't have any spirituality. Okay, as a biologist, it was proteins and DNA and chemistry, and that's what life was. But when I understood how the cells worked, I recognized that who I am, Bruce, is actually a broadcast that is picked up by my cells. So my body is like a television set, and I'm playing what I call the Bruce show right now. This is the Bruce show. And when you're watching a TV and the TV breaks, you say the TV is dead. I go, yeah, the TV is dead. But the question is the broadcast still there? And the answer is yes. And I say, how do you know the broadcast is still there? I say, you get another TV, you plug it in, and when you turn it on, you tune it to the station, and you're back on the air again. So what I recognize is, I'm not the TV set, I am the broadcast. So I'm always here, but in different televisions. This time I'm a male. Next time I could be female, different television set. You could be white, brown, black, yellow, red. That's a television set. That's not who you are. You're the broadcast. So what did I learn? My identity is in what in physics they call the field. I say, what's the field? I said, it's the energy. I go, why is it relevant? Because here, listen to the definition of field in physics. Definition: invisible moving forces that influence the physical world. I say, that's the same definition of spirit. Invisible moving forces that influence the physical world. Quantum physics is revealing that we are immortal as energy spirits, but we come into the body. And it was kind of fun because I wasn't spiritual, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, I understood I was the broadcast. And it's kind of funny because I asked myself, like a science person, I say, well, why not just be the spirit? Why have a body? Why not just be the spirit? And the joke, because I got funny cells, I think, I asked, why have both? And my cells, I could feel the answer come right up in my head. My cells asked me a question. I said, why have both a spirit and a body? And the cells asked me, they said, Bruce, if you're just a spirit, what does chocolate taste like? And I stopped. I realized, oh my goodness, the biology is a mechanism to sense, feel, smell, taste, touch. It's the chemistry, it's the biology that comes from. So my spirit can say, oh, let's be in love. And then I say, yeah, but as a spirit, what does love feel like? And you go, the spirit, it's an energy, but it doesn't have a feeling like the chemistry of love is chemistry. And you can feel it in you. So I say, the body, this is like a joke, but it's real. The body is a virtual reality suit that the spirit gets into and then can experience life. And so another analogy, another one, we can't go to Mars. So I can't tell you, what is it like to live on Mars? No people can get there. But I say, oh, we send up what's called the Mars rover. Well, that looks like a go-kart with cameras and antennas and stuff. I say, that's the equivalent of a human. I say, what do you mean? I say, the guy at NASA drives the vehicle in Florida and moves it on Mars. But when the vehicle moves around, the television cameras and the sensors pick up the information and send it back to the guy at NASA. So I say, oh, we are like Earth rovers. Someplace there's a NASA wherever we come from, and they send a signal and I move around, but then my experience goes back to the source. So that every time we have a life, our broadcast, our identity, the energy, the spirit changes with every life we have because we send back the image and the mystery and the feeling. We send back the feeling, what love is. It's chemistry. And then we broadcast a vibration of love from the chemistry. So it's kind of fun because it says, well, we came here for what reason? I said, well, to experience love, to experience the beautiful planet, to swim in the ocean. I said, these are beautiful. I said, what else? Here's the fun part. But we also came to create. Bruno, you're creating a show right now. You're creating. And I'm part of your creation right now, right? So I said, wait a minute. We came to Earth to get into these bodies, to create a life, and to experience. So the experience goes back to our spirit. And then it hit me. It was like the biggest joke in the world. Then I said, but then this is like heaven. I came here to create heaven on earth. And when it's working right, I have heaven on earth. But when it's not working right, I got pain, I got sickness, I got war, I got poverty. I go, well, am I creating that? And the answer is, now that we know the new biology, and the answer is yes. We have been programmed, and we lost our power in the program. The idea that we have been programmed is not new. For 400 years, the Jesuits have said, give me a child until it is 7, and I will show you the man. What they knew, for 400 years, they knew this, that whatever program I get before 7, that program controls my life. And I go, oh, then if I have bad programming, then my life isn't any good. I go, yes, that's true. And so the idea is we have to know 2 jokes. Joke number 1. People think you die and then you go to heaven. I'm going to suggest something different. I think we're born into heaven. This is where we are creating. I said, what's your vision of heaven? It's whatever you create. That's your creation. My creation is different than yours. We each create. But the idea is, this is where we can create, where we can make things, where we can do things, where we can have experiences, where we can see and we can smell and taste, we can see and we can smell what love is, we can feel what pain is. I say, oh my goodness, what love is. This is a creation. I say, oh my goodness, oh my God, maybe this is heaven, a creation. And you might say, but why should there be so much war and so much much violence.
then maybe this is heaven.
Because we didn't know we're creators, and we bought a story from other people. But why should there be so much war? Programmed us like the Jesuits said in the first 7 years, and we lost our power. We didn't know we're creators, and we bought a story from other because our belief and they programmed us like the Jesuits said in the first 7 years. We lost the belief, and we lost our power, and we gave it to other people. Our power of health and our power of creativity, because our belief is not powerful. We've lost the belief of power, and we gave it to other people. So we're victims, but not victims because we're really victims. We're victims because we gave away the power.